Good morning. My name is Miriam. You may know me as your regional or local post-Aliyah advisor at Nefesh B'Nefesh. I'm very excited to be hosting today's webinar on Beit Shemesh area and its resources. I would like to introduce you to the mayor of Beit Shemesh, but before doing so, during these challenging times, I'd like to make sure that you are aware of the Nefesh B'Nefesh resources listed on our website at nbn.org.il. Daily, we are updating any updates related to different regulations, to different unemployment laws, to government offices being open or closed, or changes in those offices, and any other services that might be available to you, both on a local level and on a national level. Again, I'm so happy to be here today. Never hesitate to be in touch with us. My email address, as you know, is mnaiman, M-N-A-I-M-A-N, and you all know my phone number, 054-499-6789. It's a big honor for me to introduce to you Dr. Aliza Bloch, the mayor of Beit Shemesh. And this past summer, we had the honor of her personally handing out the ID cards, the Tudot Zehut, to those of you who made Aliyah this past summer. And it's a great honor to introduce her. Dr. Bloch.
Shalom and welcome to Beit Shemesh. This year, because of the coronavirus, families will celebrate the Seder with limited amounts in numbers. I'm happy to join to you the virtual Seder. It might seem we are far away, but in our hearts, we are closer than ever. והיא שעמדה לאבותינו, שלא אחד בלבד עמד עלינו לכלותנו, אלא שבכל דור ודור עומדים עלינו לכלותנו, והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו מידם. This is a very difficult period. People from all over the world are coming together to fight against an invisible enemy. Am Israel has struggled with a lot of enemies, and because of his unity, we made it until today. I believe the best weapon to beat the virus is our unity and solidarity. During these days, we are with you and we will help you with all of your needs. The municipality observation department is here for you. Thank you, Nefesh B'Nefesh, for the great job you do. I want to wish you Chag Sameach, stay safe and healthy.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Bloch. We wish you also a Chag Kasher v'Sameach. It's certainly going to be a very new experience for so many of us, either for those new Olim who are celebrating their first year after last year saying B'Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim Habnuya, Bezrat Hashem, and for those still waiting to make Aliyah, seeing that Israel is #1 in leading how we're coping with everything having to do with Corona. Thank you, Dr. Bloch. I'm also very happy to introduce to you now Tami Elmaliach, who many of you know, and if you haven't yet made Aliyah, we'll certainly get to know, as the municipal Oleh coordinator for Beit Shemesh. Tami and Nefesh B'Nefesh has worked together for years, bringing to you, the English-speaking Oleh, a personal point person dealing with anything municipal, anything government-related within the city of Beit Shemesh. Tami is a priceless resource, and I'm happy to introduce her to you today. Tami. Tami? Okay, while we find Tami, who I know is here, Tami will also be joined together by other municipal workers for the Klitan department, including Tami, you with us?
Okay, you hear me?
Okay, Tami.
Okay,
again,
so
thank you for joining us.
okay, so like Miriam said, I'm Tami Elmaliach, and I'm the project director of English-speaking Olim at the Municipality Absorption Department since 2008. And again, I work very close to the Beit Shemesh, to the Nefesh B'Nefesh staff Especially in recent weeks, we are contact on daily basis. So one of the highlights of my role as a Oleh coordinator for the city of Beit Shemesh is to be your municipal point of connection for almost anything Klita integration related. This of course includes also the government offices, Misrad HaKlita, Bituach Leumi, Misrad HaPnim, the biometric passports, the Tildot Zeut. So typically, I'd be busy with potential Olim coming on pilot trips now, talking about our amazing education system, the incredible warming, welcoming communities, and the subsidized programs for all ages offered by the Absorption Department and the municipality. The great programs for Ulpan we have for adults, and our unique children Ulpan that is one of a kind, only in Beit Shemesh. And for those of you that are here in Israel, who may have questions or concerns about the schooling for next year, who would have ever imagined that we as a municipality, as a city, would have taken the unique services have to offer and turn them into services and resources available for all ages. The absorption staff that we are four members of English-speaking coordinators routinely has expected that days and we are in close contact with English speakers of all ages, including residents who immigrated many years ago, but are still having difficulties with the language and the culture. Just for example, filling out forms stating your needs, including volunteers that will be in touch with you for shopping goods and food, medication, hot meals, emotional support, and so much more. Last week, the city cast on Zoom with therapists. Dr. Talia Kaplan spoke in English, offered tips on managing your special needs child at home with Corona. Our telephone lines are available and open to answer your questions anytime by phone, email, or WhatsApp. Every call will be addressed, and we will do our best to respond to you. We also have a silent WhatsApp group for English speakers for all available information, new regulations, activities for kids, anything that I find that is in good interest to the English speakers. So if you are interested, I recommend you be in touch with me, send me an email or WhatsApp, and ask me to add you to the list. I want to talk about the Ulpan, the adults Ulpan, working some kind of usual, not usual, but still working in remote. So those of you that are already in Ulpan, that started in February, the beginning of February, know that they have classes. I don't know if you could join now. It has to be checked. I'm not sure. Evening Ulpans are not broadcast on Zoom, but I was told that the teacher is in touch with the pupils on daily basis. We do have an after Ulpan program with Ari Epstein. It's a program that runs all through the year. It's for people that did Ulpan already and they want to brush their Hebrew. So he works in remote, and you could join him anytime. So if you're interested, I will be in touch with me, and I will send you his cell phone number. For children, each school has its own program. Some work in remote, and some don't. I assume that the Beit Yaakov schools are in touch with the parents for homework, for daily assignments. I really recommend you keep in touch with the teachers. If you have any problem, again, be in touch with us. I want to talk to those of you that are considering making Aliyah. it's always recommended to do a pilot trip. I know that some of you had plans visiting, meeting with schools, searching for apartments, searching for the right community. We canceled meetings. I just want to say that in these circumstances, we're still here, and B'ezrat Hashem, you will make Aliyah, and we will be welcoming you. So please, you're invited. Schedule a meeting with me. I would love to see you face to face. I already missed you and waiting to see you. So please be in touch with me. We'll schedule a meeting. We could do it on WhatsApp. We could do it on Zoom. I really want to see you personally. What could I say? We are in this together, experiencing day-to-day challenges, lack of structure. Some of us are alone than others, perhaps laid off of work. I know there's a lot of finance issues, halat, allowance, all these things. I discuss about it in the group. I send messages. It's really hard on all of us. So really feel free to be in touch with us. And that's it. I'll be happy to answer your questions. I would like to present our next speaker, Rena Hollander. Rena is the deputy mayor and in charge of the welfare department.
Hi everybody. Thank you, Tami. As Tami said, I am right now deputy mayor in charge of the welfare department. And the welfare department is actually called Welfare and Social Services. Our department basically right now has taken over and become in charge of all of the residents' needs in the city during this time. As it happens, a few months ago, we appointed a new social worker. This is part of our new vision for the social services department. We appointed a social worker whose full-time job is to be in charge of volunteer organizations. She started coordinating these efforts about just a few weeks before this whole corona outbreak happened. And I don't know if we should say luckily or not luckily, we now have a chance to try out all of our new efforts. And Baruch Hashem, we managed to coordinate most of the volunteer organizations in Beit Shemesh together with us, so that all of the volunteer services and all of the social services are being given under one roof to all the residents of Beit Shemesh. It's very simple. Anybody who has any need, any question, any feels they need help in any way can call 106. 106 is the city, is the city number. And 106, we have social workers sitting there who then field the questions and the requests, send them down to us. We have a volunteer center that's working 24/7 right now. Around the clock, we receive all of your requests and needs, and we try to attend to them. We have been trying to put out information in English. I also, I'm a city council member, deputy mayor. I was born in the States. I grew up in the States, and I'm an English speaker, and I'm happy to answer any questions that anybody has in English, whether it's now during the panel or later on. People can contact me. My contact information is on the city site. We do have an English speaker in the city 106 number who sits there in the call center. He's not always available to answer calls immediately, but you can send in requests in English and they will be attended to also. The specific services that we are now giving out are meals for elderly. Anybody aged, women aged 62 and over, for men aged 65, 67 and over, can sign up for meals. These are sort of TV dinners that we deliver 3 times a week to people's houses. It's a meal a day for a person. It doesn't cost any money. You can call 106 and ask for those meals, and we will try to put you on the list. The other thing that we've been taking care of is helping elderly or people who are closed in their homes because of the corona issue, helping them with shopping needs. We have a neighborhood system set up where people who call the 106 number, then their call then gets sent to the relevant neighborhood manager. All neighborhoods in Beit Shemesh have a representative, and that person then finds local volunteers to help you with your specific needs. Families with children with special needs also have special attention from our center right now. We've been giving out games. We've been finding volunteers to work one-on-one with children with special needs, come to the house and try to help the children and the family out. In terms of our Nona services, I know we've had a lot of questions regarding our Nona. Right now, the call center is open. If anybody has any questions regarding our Nona, any difficulties now, or wants to just pay their bill, they can call the call center at 1-700-500-521. That's the regular Arnona number. It's working now. There are also online services. You can contact all of the area offices via the online services, either by sending an email to pniyot, P-N-I-Y-O-T, at bshemesh.co.il, or contacting the Arnona online services. We also have a psychological hotline. Again, you call 106 for all your needs, and you'll then be filtered and fielded and sent to that hotline. We have help. And if anybody has any other questions, suggestions, we're also looking for volunteers. If anybody is interested in volunteering, you can sign up through that hotline as well. And I really wish all of us good health and to get through this corona crisis as quick as possible. What I can tell you is that we have amazing residents in Beit Shemesh. We have amazing volunteer efforts. We have amazing social workers, social services, and there are people here around the clock taking care of the residents and making sure that everybody stays safe and healthy. So at this point, I want to wish all of you a Chag Kasher v'Sameach. And again, as I said, feel free to contact me with any of your needs.
Rena, I have two questions that came in, please. One is from a couple of people who just WhatsApp me that 106 is just too hard to reach because of Hebrew. And they just can't, they give up. Is there any solution to that?
So as I said now, while I was speaking, there is an English-speaking representative in 106. And he's not always available to answer the call, but if somebody calls and says, can somebody call me back in English, hopefully somebody will get back to them. The other thing is people can contact me. It's preferable to call 106 because that's the way things should go, but if you tried calling 106 and you couldn't reach them, and you have a specific question or a specific need, you can contact me via my email address, my cell phone number. I can give it out now, or it's on the site. My number is 050-4914-375. That number, you should contact me only via WhatsApp, not phone call. Or my email address, renah@bshemesh.co.il. But as I said, it's preferable to call 106. That's the way things should go. And I also, I talk to the 106 all the time about having people answering in English. They're improving. I think that people should try again now. I think you'll find that you'll get service. And so I will also talk to them again.
For the people who are WhatsApping me that they didn't catch your email address or number, it's here on the screen. So just take a moment to take it down or take a screenshot with your phone. The other question, Rena, is I've been asked if the meals that are being delivered to the seniors, if they will be kosher Pesach.
Yes, the meals, first of all, the meals right now are all badatz, hechsher. They're coming from a central government office. These are the meals that were given out to the children during school time, and now that there's no school, they were transferred to the senior citizens. There's a catering company, it's badatz, hechsher.
But Pesach will be kosher Pesach?
I have to find out what the story is with Pesach. I don't want to say anything that I haven't really checked yet. Let me check that and get back to you, but I think so.
Okay. Tami, was there anybody else you wanted to introduce to the crowd today?
Yes, I want to introduce Miriam Vaknin. She's my co-worker, and she's in charge of the families with children with special needs. She will talk a little bit about the process and what's happening during Corona. Miriam, please.
I'll just add that Miriam is a wonderful resource for those of you who are already here, who have children with any sort of learning need, who thought that you might need to follow some sort of process to have those needs met in the 2020-2021 school year and are not sure how that's going to continue, or for those of you who will be listening to this recorded webinar on how to move forward for your Aliyah this summer with children with any sort of learning need, that you are considering working together with Miriam for a Va'adat Hasama, a placement committee meeting so that your child can receive whatever services they need. Miriam, are you with us?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Okay.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay, shalom, nice to meet you. My name is Miriam Vaknin. My responsibility is to help all Oleh families with children with special needs to guarantee that they receive all of their benefits in the Israeli education system. Why is this service needed? The Israeli education system is uniquely different from those outside of Israel. In order for a special needs child ranging from mild ADD needs to more severe like autism, all must go through committees in order to receive his or her benefits, okay? That is why parents of these children must contact me pre-Aliyah. It's very important to be able to ensure that they have all the information regarding evaluations they may need, medical information, all of that. It's very, very important that we should be in contact so that together I can help, secure their benefits and placements upon the arrival of the Olim. You're welcome to contact me with any questions. I'm at your service. I will say that during these days, I can say, for every family, it's very challenging, but I will say that it's extremely challenging for parents and families with children with special needs, because these are children that really structure and routine is so important on a daily basis for their daily advancement. These are children that are not getting their therapies now. These are children that are not, getting emotional support that they usually get on a daily basis. And that's why these families are really, the parents are really dealing with so much. And I think that the city is really trying hard. I can say that the past few weeks, I've been in contact with my families, and then through the system in the municipality, meeting the welfare department and the education department, everyone is really trying through volunteers to get the resources to try to enable these families to maybe just make it a little bit of a smoother daily, I'm not going to say struggle, but to get through the day. I'm here if there's, again, anything that you need for the families that are living here. If you have problems calling 106, there are families that have contacted me, and I've helped them through the 106 process. So if there are families that feel that they're having problems, reaching people in the department, please feel free to contact me, and I am here at any hour. And please God, may we get through this, and we should all be healthy mentally and physically.
Amen. Thank you, Miriam. I have a question here. People are asking if they need to apply for a Vadat Hasama for the first time, or perhaps it's something that they did a couple of years ago. They've been living here for a while. Does that paperwork need to be in Hebrew? Do they need to have it translated?
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to break up the question. For Olim that are already living here, that have either need to go through a vada or have had a vada, the vada, first of all, holds, it's called the eligibility, the zakaut, holds for 3 years. Now, if there's a child who's in a school or in a framework that it's not working out and it's not doing good, so then you do something called a vadat chariga, meaning a special committee. And yes, you need to apply, you need documents, and of course, I can direct you what documents you need. And also, yes, it does have to be translated. For the Olim, for the new Olim that have not yet arrived here, it's very, very important for them to be in contact with me so that I can send them the list of the documents that you need, and then what needs to be translated, because a lot of times there are certain parts of the evaluations or certain medical reports that don't need to be translated. It's a lot of bureaucracy, and that's why it's very crucial to really just go by it, step by step, and it takes time, and that's why it's very, very important. Again, I'm stressing, because there's always time limits within the school year, it's very important to really, as much as possible to get on top of things. Now, because we're in this situation where basically the education system hasn't stopped, but they are not doing now committees, and they are not taking in new requests. For those that need to give in requests for the upcoming year, or for even placements for within this year, everything right now is on hold, unfortunately, and we just need to daven and pray that we should be able to, get back onto things as soon as possible. But right now, everything is on hold.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. And just for our listeners today, an update from Rena Hollander. If anybody is interested in receiving those hot meals, if you are a woman over 62 and a man over 67, those meals will be kasher lePesach, but it is unclear which hechsher it will be, which kosher supervision it will be. As she said, right now, all of those meals are abadat hechsher. Tami, did you want to introduce anybody else today?
Yes, I want to introduce, but I want to again strengthen what Miriam said, that people that have difficulties with the language in 106 are invited to call us. I think they do, because we're overloaded with phone calls and filling forms, especially for elder people, and it's good they're in touch with us, because we're in touch actually with people that we weren't in touch for ages. So it's also, you know, opportunity to connect. People call us a few times a day. They feel lonely. I don't think that the system could do it better than we could do it, because we're a little bit more, we have the time for it. The 106 and the emergency center is working very, very hard with all the residents of Beit Shemesh. So really, we really think that we can help the English speakers and give them a fast reply. So that was very important to me to say. I want to present Rachel Cohen. Rachel Cohen is also one of our staff members, and she's also the head teacher of the municipality children Ulpan that I mentioned when I spoke. Let's see what she has to say.
Hi, everyone. Just a second. Hi, everyone. I hope you're good. As Tami mentioned, I'm responsible for all the educational issues during regular time, and now we try to give every family and children their own answers for the issues that comes up. As you know, schools are getting set up for learning from distance. Every school chooses the right form for his families and children. And if you think you don't get the right answer for your kids, you're welcome to contact us, and we'll try to give you the right answer for your kids and needed. Something else, the municipality Ulpan open a variety ways of learning for its students. The staff is in touch with the parents and children almost daily, and I'm here to give you whatever you need. If you need, you can contact me by email, or you can call me.
Rachel, I just got a question here. Is somebody who didn't know about the municipal Ulpan for children because their child is in a more Haredi environment. They're in a Beit Yaakov school. How does it work? Who gets to be part of the municipal Ulpan?
The municipality Ulpan is for the
Public.
Just a second. For the student from the public schools. Unfortunately, the Haredi school does not want to be part of the municipality Ulpan because different hashkafa, and they don't want to be mixed with the other kids. So all the kids from the public school are part of the municipality Ulpan.
Okay, thank you. And is it free?
It's almost free. The parent has to pay 130 shekel per month for all the enrichment program, because we not only teaches Hebrew, we give the family and the children in Ulpan variety programs of enrichment, like tours, lectures, emotional escort by professional lady who gives lectures and for the parents, for the children, and we have extra staff for each class. So this is what we charge for. It's very, very subsidized.
Thank you. I just want to clarify for all of our listeners that when Rachel mentions about a public school here in Israel and here in the Beit Shemesh area specifically, she's referring to a religious public school. And there are several throughout the city, and these are the schools that participate in the municipal Ulpan. Thank you, Rachel. I don't see any questions coming up. Please feel free to post your questions if you have any. Meanwhile, I'll just add that as one of the first residents of Ramat Beit Shemesh, and I've seen how the city of Ramat Beit Shemesh and the entire Beit Shemesh region has grown so exponentially, physically, as well as the services offered, whether they're the social services, as Rena Hollander mentioned, and the amount of English speakers now available, the schools and the types of schools. The position of Miriam Vaknin, who is there as your point person within the city to help you maneuver the special education system. And in Israel, special education is a bit of a broad range. It could be for your child who has a learning difficulty to a child who has a particular syndrome or who needs a particular placement. And Rachel Cohen, who can be there as your child's advocate in terms of the municipal Ulpan and educational needs. And of course, Tami Elmaliach, who's really a Wonder Woman. We're in touch all the time. And she is truly there to listen to your frustrations if you can't get a hold of 106. If you're trying to get through to somebody at the Revacha, give her a call or send her an email during work hours. I see some questions coming in now. Somebody is asking for the phone number for Ari for Ulpan. Do we have that? And the other is somebody thanking publicly, Rena, I hope you're listening, wanting to thank the city for the delicious meals they've delivered to me. And that is really something special. If any of you are in touch with those in the States or in the New York area, this is really very, very unique all across the country of Israel. Any other questions that anybody has? Okay. I wish you all a great, safe day. Stay healthy, keep well, stay entertained, work on that creativity if you're a parent with children at home. Take the time to connect as we all have been doing. And I wish you a Chag Kasher V'Sameach. Have a good day.
Chag Sameach. Chag Sameach.